So today I'm going to be talking about The Blinding Knife by Brent Weeks. This is the second in the Lightbringer series. I reviewed the first one, The Black Prism, the other day, and so I thought I'd let you know about the second one because I'm going to continue with the series because I think it is very good. So let's start off with a spoiler-free kind of segment for people that are thinking of picking up the book and are not too sure, and I'll just give you kind of a general idea of what it's going to be like, and just basically say if you're going to read it, like help you choose whether you're going to read it or not. So let's start off with the pros. These are that the final third / final half just work so well. It's very quick, there's event after event, you're not left in a point where you feel bored or you like want to put down the book. Especially for me, in the final 150 pages or so, I picked it up, started reading, and was like, I can't stop. And I literally read that all like in such a quick amount of time for me. And so that is one of my main like favourites of this book, is that the final part is just so good. I'm not going to get into any spoilers about what it is, but it's amazing. Another favourite thing of mine about this book is that the characters themselves feel a lot more developed than the previous book, and I understand them more. You understand their motives, of what they're trying to do, what they're trying to accomplish, why they're there, basically. And there's a couple characters in this one that are very well done. I'd say Kip is a great one in this one. I'm still unsure, because he's got that kind of personality where it's like, do I like him, do I not? I don't know. But not just him, but others as well. There's a few great characters in this book that just come into their own in this one. The cons of this book, however, is a similar one to the previous book, which was that I do feel women are wrote a bit badly still. It's got better, but it's still a bit rubbish. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not accusing the author of being sexist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, it's just the way he writes them is just not very good. He just needs to kind of practice that and see if he can make that a little bit better. Which we'll see in the later books, see if that improves. And hopefully it does. And the other issue for this book I found was that it had a bit of a slow start. I struggled for the first 100, 200 pages. I struggled getting into it. I felt like there wasn't a lot happening. And I needed some spike of interest to get me going for a few pages and just carry me into the middle section of the book. But I just felt it was a bit flat. But if you can get past that, like I said, the ending is amazing. And so if you feel like that slog at the beginning, just think about that ending and how good it is. And then, well, I don't want to overhype it, but it is good. I do like it. So we're going to now talk spoilers. So if you'd like to skip and find out the score and then be able to just see that and not get anything spoiled for you, I will leave a time code down here over there. Okay, so spoilers. In this book, we get introduced to a new character. I want to say Tia, T-E-I-A, Tia, don't know. And she's introduced as a slave that's been signed on to the Blackguard program, kind of that training thing. And she can use a colour, well, that's not supposed... Basically, it's looked down upon, it's very rare, and people see it as like dangerous, and it's called Parallel. And she can use this, and only people who can use it can see it. And so it becomes very useful, and she kind of forms a relationship with Kip, and they become good friends. And they kind of they both act as, because in this one, Kip is then sent to train to be a blackguard, and so they both train together. You kind of get that dynamic there that goes quite well. Kip meets Andros Gal, which is some great chapters in those scenes, and Kip and Tia's kind of struggle to get into the Blackguard and complete the training there is also just I'd say that's one of the main arcs of the book, and it's just great. I love, especially in the second half of the book where you've got all the different training parts, and like the challenges they have to complete to try and show that they're capable enough and things like that. It's just really good. Karis is brought back properly. She's got a lot more development in this one, and her relationship with Gavin is great. It's just a lot of back and forth, just snide comments, and then also just that at the ending of the book where they start actually liking each other and not hating each other, which is just good. And I like Karis because she's just a badass character. Like, no one can be a. I don't even think I wouldn't if she had the same, could harness as much color as Gavin. I'd say she'd win. And then segueing from there onto Gavin, who is just a great character. Like I've said before, I don't think characters in this series are all good. Everyone here is morally grey in some aspect of the way they think, the way they feel, and that's good because I don't think anyone personally is just the kind of white knight character. And so with this, I like how Gavin in this book becomes better. You can see the character change from the beginning and the end of the book, and Gavin becomes a better character, more caring, not just for like Karis or an understanding of that, but also Kit, treating him more like a son. And he's still questionable in some of his decisions, and some of the reasons behind them, because he's just can be a bit self-centered sometimes. But the character arc is a lot better in this book, and I really enjoy it. The plot itself for this book was very well done. I like the way they've given Liv to the Colour Prince, so she's gone with him, so you can kind of, every so often you can go and see her perspective and see what's happening with the Colour Prince and their kind of rise to power, and that her mission at the ending of in the final scenes where she goes and she controls the mirror or to reflect the light onto the kind of, what is it, like the bane, I think it's called the green bane, and to give power to the god basically. And that the way that's set up, so you've got Iron Fist and Tia infiltrating the cannons on the coast, then Gavin and the crew in the waters trying to find the Bane to destroy it so the Greens can use their green properly without risk going crazy and attacking them. And then just the fact that she turns the light, gives power to the god, but the Bane then comes up from the water destroying all the ships, and then that fight scene on the kind of Bane, I don't know what it is, on the Bane, I don't know, but that fight scene is just great, and it's such a good bit. I just hope that in the next few iterations of this, the next few 3, 4 and 5, we get some good fight scenes like that, because it's so good. It was just so good. I love it. Anyway, for this book, I'm going to give it a score of 85 out of 100. I think it did a very good job. The characters were more developed, came into their own, and the plot was, although being slow to start, finished off in an amazing way, and I really enjoyed it. If you'd like to speak to me or any others about the videos or about books or anything like that, we've got a Discord channel. I'll leave a link for that down in the description below. If you'd like to buy the book, I'll leave an Amazon Associates link down there as well. And let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And now below me should be a subscribe button. Go click that so you know when I next upload a video. And over there will be a video chosen by the YouTube algorithm. Don't know what it is, go check it out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.